guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm excited to share with you guys all of my thoughts surrounding my recent obsession, and that is the Bar Varsity sweatshirts. So if you've seen these on social media, or even if you haven't and want to hear what I have to say about this and give you a full review and impressions of this particular sweatshirt, definitely keep watching. If you are new here, thanks so much for checking this out. I'm a full-time working mom. In my spare time, I love making these videos on fashion, beauty, mommy lifestyle, a little bit of luxury, and reselling as well. So if those kind of things sound interesting, definitely check out my other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button below. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back for another video. Okay, so today is a little bit of a fun video because I wanted to share with you guys all of what I know about and my thoughts about the Bar sweatshirt, as you can see here. This is definitely not a new design. I know it's been around for a while, but I wanted to tell you all that I've learned about this fashion line and these Varsity sweatshirts, why I think they've really gone viral, and why honestly I'm obsessed with them. I will give you a full review, sizing, try on, everything. I will say that I decided to put this video together because when I was researching a little bit about this sweatshirt and wanted to decide if I should purchase it or not, I had so many questions about quality, the make of it, and especially sizing, because that is a little tricky. So I'm hoping that this video will help you guys out. I think there's a lot about the Bar sweatshirt on social media, but I wanted to add my 2 cents as well. So if you guys aren't familiar with the Bar is a fashion line. It sells ready-to-wear, really beautiful pieces. And they originally, I don't believe, were known for a sweatshirt, but because of amazing marketing, social media presence, this Bar sweatshirt, or their Varsity sweatshirt, has really gone viral. So if you like to watch social media or on top of social media, kind of like I am, there's no doubt you have seen this sweatshirt. So the phrase "the Bar," that really intrigued me, because prior to seeing these sweatshirts, I had no idea about this ready-to-wear fashion line. So in terms of a little bit of history, the Bar was started by Bridget Ball, who initially was a publicist, I believe, for Yves Saint Laurent, and then it became a fashion blogger, influencer, and launched her own line called The Bar in 2018. So I do know that she was also in the press quite a bit last year because she did announce that she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And when I saw that, for me, that kind of hit home a little bit. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm a medical oncologist. I treat cancer patients for a living, and they really touch me. So stories like that really get to me. I really like supporting women-owned businesses, but also that little history that she shared of her going through breast cancer treatment also really touched home for me too. So for all those reasons, personally at least, I felt a little bit of a connection to the brand. Obviously, I don't know her. I don't know anything beyond what I read about, but you know, I really wanted to support this brand. And then I saw these Bar sweatshirts everywhere, and I just didn't know what it meant. I didn't know that it was a fashion line initially. So as you guys will see, I have a little bit of an obsession. In the short period of time that I've been collecting these, I now have 3 of them. I really don't need 3 of these sweatshirts because I own a lot of other similar graphic sweatshirts, but I really like these. Of course, not everything is perfect about them, so I will share with you all my pros and cons and sizing, of course, as well. Alright, so like I mentioned, I don't believe the brand was meant to be a sweatshirt brand because they sell beautiful ready-to-wear pieces. But their Varsity sweatshirts just really took off on social media. I think the marketing for this was amazing, and everyone kind of has to have it. The Bar, I believe, potentially was a nod to Meet Me at the Bar, to try to emphasize a community, you know, girl power, you know, that kind of thing. But the Bar really lends itself to being open to interpretation. So when I read the Bar, not only do I think of an actual bar, but I think about, you know, setting the bar high. I also, if you aren't aware, take ballet as well. I've loved ballet. I've been a dancer for a lot of my life. So I also think of bar, although spelled differently, similarly to that as well, and link it to ballet. So for me, I think this has a lot of potential meaning, and it can be kind of what you make of it. I do love this phrase too because it's a little bit different. It's not your typical graphic branded sweatshirt, such that if you're not into fashion, you probably never heard of the Bar. So this draws a lot of attention, I will say, for good or bad. And whenever I wear one of these sweatshirts out, no doubt somebody asks me about it. But then it's kind of fun because then I can get into a little bit of a conversation about it, kind of share my love for, you know, fashion, you know, things that are trending now. I really, really love connecting with people like that as well. So no doubt somebody will ask you about this sweatshirt if you wear it, and I kind of like that about it. And for the people who know what this is, it's kind of a cool little club. It's like the if you know, you know type of a thing. So I also really, really love that too. So I think the bar is meaningful for many different reasons. Plus, I just love how minimalist it is. Obviously, it's large font, but if you get a colorway, for instance, like this one that I'm wearing now, it's relatively subtle and it's simple. It's just block lettering, that's it. Not a lot of bells and whistles, it's just a typical sweatshirt. So I do like that as well. All right, so I want to share with you guys a little bit more in terms of detail of the sweatshirt, what I think of it, and also sizing most importantly. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with the sweatshirt colorway that I got first. So again, these are all the Varsity sweatshirts. You'll see they're all very similar, but they're just different colorways. So the first one I picked up was this. And I will mention that part of what intrigued me about this Varsity sweatshirt line is that they're always sold out. There must be something to it if something is always sold out. So of course, if you tell me something's sold out, I'm gonna want it more. And that's exactly what happens. So every time things sell out, I look and I check back incessantly on the website to see if something restocks, and you can actually sign up for their wait list. So now I get text messages whenever they drop a new release or restock some other old sweatshirts. So I just love that. But when I first wanted to check this out, this was last year, I picked this one up because this was the only sweatshirt I think was available at the time. So I couldn't believe it, but I was very happy because I love this neutral colorway. It's this beautiful little tan color and it has the white lettering. So this one I would say is probably the boldest in terms of lettering contrast of all of my sweatshirts that I own. Clearly it says the bar, and let me show you guys some details up close on this particular one. Okay, so there you go. I think the color picks up pretty well. It's a little darker on camera than it actually is in person, but it says the bar. This is printed on, so it's not embroidered. So I am worried about with time, you know, will this start chipping a little bit or peeling? But when I think about it, I think that's part of the appeal. I think these are meant to be worn generally casually. So the lived-in, worn-in look type of sweatshirt, I think will make it even better. But in case you're wondering, this is just printed on. They have different styles as well. So I know they have a heritage line and they have corduroy. They have different fabrics, which I think probably are going to be embroidered or sewn. But these are printed on. So it has a basic just crew neck, as you can see here. And if you want to see the tag, this is pretty simple. This is what it looks like. As you can see, I got an extra large, which I will talk about sizing in a few minutes. And then what I wanted to share with you guys is the inside pill, because for sweatshirts, of course, they're all made a little differently. So I wanted to share with you guys what this one looks like. Okay, so inside here, as you can see, this is what the pill looks like. So I wanted to share with you guys, hopefully you can see that, but it's not too lofty. In fact, it's pretty sheer. You feel the fleece, so it's nice and soft, but it's definitely nowhere near my thicker sweatshirt. So it's a pretty lightweight, thin type of sweatshirt, in case you're wondering. And the pill isn't too high. I hope you guys can see that. But it is a soft fleece lined sweatshirt. And then it does have, of course, the typical ribbing at the waist and then ribbing at the cuffs as well. And on the back, it's literally just a plain sweatshirt. So pretty simple, that's it. But I wanted to share with you guys mostly the lining. It does have a very soft feel to it, which is nice and cozy as well. Okay, so as you can see, hopefully the mod shots here, I'm wearing this tan color one, which again is my first one. So I have worn this for sure out many, many times. I've washed it, I love it. I think it still looks amazing, but I am kind of looking forward to it being a little bit more worn in with time, as I mentioned earlier. I think it'll even get better. As you can see here, it's oversized, and that is the look, in my opinion. If you go on the website, when you purchase these, all the models I think are wearing extra large, at least a lot of them that I saw were wearing extra large. and they're definitely more petite than I am. So I thought, okay, that means I probably need a size up, but then I tried to look all over social media in terms of sizing, and it was a little tricky for me. So that's why I decided to put this video together, because, you know, I was definitely curious about what size to get. So in case you're wondering, I'm about 5'4", and I typically would pick a size medium in most standard sweatshirts. I do like a little bit more of a baggy sweatshirt look in general, so I tend to go for size mediums. I can also fit small under certain circumstances as well, but usually I go for mediums. So as you heard earlier, I went for extra larges in all of these styles. So extra large is what I decided to go with. And this is how it fits on me, and I think that's the look. It's similar to how it looks like on the website as well. So you want it to be oversized, slouchy, loungy, and that's the vibe. So I went with an extra large, and I'm happy about it. I will purchase extra large again in the future. Of course, if you want a little bit more of a classic fit sweatshirt, you can go probably true to size, if not size up 1. But I sized up 2 sizes to get the look that I wanted. What's really nice about this is, as you can see, I wear it with leggings, I can wear it with jeans. You can tuck it in if you want, at least in the front, if you want a little more fitted look. But I love the oversized slouchy look with jeans, or especially leggings. That's typically how I wear it, as you can see here. So I love this tan color. It has definitely the most contrasted of all my sweatshirts, but this is such a beautiful neutral color. I think it goes with anything. I really, really love this, especially if you transition into warmer months. I think you can still wear this color. You can pull it off. You can probably wear it with bike shorts, shorts, you know, things like that. I think it'll look really, really cute. All right, so next up, real quick, I'm going to share with you how my other sweatshirts look like on. Again, it's the same style, so I'm not going to go through all that detail again because it's the same. I think the sizing is very consistent. I went with extra large. And the next one I picked up was the one I'm wearing now. So this is the light heather gray, and it's the tonal lettering. So as you can see, it's probably pretty hard to read, honestly. It's very subtle. So I like this because it's even more subtle than the others, but honestly, when you're spending a lot of money like this on a sweatshirt, maybe you do want the branding a little more prominent, or to pop a little more. So that's why I don't know if this is my favorite one, but it's definitely the most subtle. So if that's what you're going for, this is a great one. They have these tonal letters like this. But I think this one is very casual, probably more casual than my other two. So I just love wearing this. I love it when I'm going to go work out, do ballet. I wear it to soccer games, on the weekends. That's totally how I love to style this. So I think this one is very nice, cozy, and probably lends itself a little bit more casual than some of the other colorways. But really a good one if you want a little bit more subtle lettering. And then the final one that I got here is maybe my favorite. I haven't decided. It's between this or the tan, but this one, I mean, I love it. So this one is tonal as well, but you can definitely see these letters pop more than this gray one. This is the black. So it's a very simple black sweatshirt. It's exactly the same as the other, size extra large. The pill is pretty low here, so it's soft, but it's not super thick. So I think it's comfortable to wear even if the weather is a little bit warmer. So it's just the basic black sweatshirt, but I love how it's tonal, but this pops a little bit more. And because it's black, I mean, I just love black, like a lot of you, and I think it's a little more dressy. You feel a little bit more dressy when you're wearing this one. Obviously, this is a casual look, but overall, I think this is the dressiest because it's black. The one downside to this one, I know already, is that it collects a lot of lint. So even though I just cleaned this one, there's lint collecting already. So if you have pets, I don't know if I would go for this one. I unfortunately don't have any pets right now. I did before, but now I don't. So that's not a huge problem for me, but I still have lint around and it collects on here. So in case you're wondering, this does pick up lint. But I'm okay with it because I love the look. I love the oversized look. I think it looks a little dressy. I love wearing this particular style. So that's the third one that I picked up. All right, so let me tell you a little bit more details about these sweatshirts. So in terms of washing, I think they wash really well, but that's also why I went a little bit larger in terms of sizing. I think they shrink maybe a touch, not dramatically. You still have that beautiful oversized look, but it probably shrinks a little bit. That's also why I suggest sizing up. Again, I went up 2 sizes. In terms of pricing, yes, I'm not gonna lie, this is an overpriced sweatshirt. You can get sweatshirts that are plain like this many other places, but you're paying for the brand here. So I know that branded graphic sweatshirts are super popular these days, so a lot of us sadly aren't totally surprised to pay a lot for a sweatshirt. There's so many designer sweatshirts that cost way more money than the bar Varsity sweatshirts. But these are all totally overpriced. Like, I would have never guessed that I'd be paying over $100 for sweatshirts from a lot of fashion lines for literal sweatshirts, but I do because I love the style of them. So this one actually comes in what I will say is a pretty reasonable price point as far as these things go. So the Varsity basic sweatshirt like this retails for $68 on the website. They do have other versions which retail for more, including the corduroy one I think dropped recently, in addition to some reversible ones and the heritage lines, which do run a little bit more. But for the basic ones that I have, it's $68. Just so you're aware, shipping is not included. At least I'm not aware of shipping being included. Let me know if you know of any discount sites for that, but you have to pay shipping, which is pretty pricey, and then you have to pay tax, obviously. So I end up paying about $86, $88 per sweatshirt whenever I pick them up, you know, all things included. So that's a decent amount of price. I hate paying shipping. I totally hate paying shipping. It's just the principal kind of a thing because a lot of places offer free shipping. So I really, really wish they offered free shipping if you had a certain spend, but they don't, as far as I'm aware. So just to know, you have to pay for shipping. But even with that all-in price point, I do think it's worth it for me at least, because I love wearing these for all the reasons I said earlier in the video. It's probably not as good quality as some other types of sweatshirts. For instance, I also love my Lululemon sweatshirts, especially the scuba hoodies. Those are super cozy, comfortable, and really great quality. I don't think these are probably as good as those in terms of quality, to be honest. They also don't cost as much, which makes sense. But for me, I'm not really getting a sweatshirt for super high quality. I'm getting it for the style and the look, so I'm okay with that. But I will be honest and say I don't think it's the highest quality sweatshirt I've ever owned, but I think it's one of the trendiest and most fashionable, which I was going for. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was my quick review and some thoughts about the bar sweatshirt that has gone viral over the past couple years. Comment below if you own them. I bet many of you do. Let me know what you think of yours. Let me know what your favorite colorways are, because I'm always looking to add more of these to my collection, which no doubt I will do, and I will keep you guys posted in the future with an updated review video if I pick any more up, and also if my thoughts about the quality, the style, and everything of these sweatshirts changes over time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.